Rambulan that we don't get too often in more two Filipino teams up against each other.
Is going well so far as Lelouch is being chased down now, but Mavis, he makes it right in the nick of time and Bob's gonna drop. Oh, I love those quick reactions here from Polaris.
And I think you've kind of ridden through the hardest part of this lane, although they will go now up top.
I mean, they're stacking up those Shadow Poisons, but a big ink swell out. Xavier's just landing it perfectly as Vincenzo is still trying, but Force is gonna be just fine. Only 3 stacks of the poison has been applied. Down a bot in the meantime, Mavis somehow also still alive as Samael's the one being chased down right now by Natsumi. One more hit would have done it. Escort, have you gone too far? He has.
Has the level 3 refraction that still burns to the Ion Shell, but you've got a little bit more range with side blades. You have way more damage with refraction up at that point as well. You do manage to find that kill on Xavier's top, and they might be able to clear out Force here.
And they do. He's still probably the stronger mid right now, but Lelouch is one level ahead as they're going to try and go in onto Natsumi with the lasso out. They've gone through the refraction charges, but now Bob's in trouble. A big vacuum out Natsumi. He does go down as Lelouch does have to back off, and Mavis, he'll have to do the same, but it won't be as easy as it was for the Storm. As the rotation from Bob does pay off, Bob is there ready to go with the lasso. Lelouch, no, he's going in. He is going in, but it's the wrong moment as Bob is just going to move in for the lasso. Then no! Bob does not get the lasso off. I believe he was slowed up there for a second, and they are going to find Xavier's. But they miss out on the big kill. In the meantime, Force, he will take down Escort with Mavis. Bob thinking he's safe in this triangle, but he is certainly not right now as Lelouch. Gonna have his smoke broken. Ix will know. He's gone the wrong way. He's gonna go for another target instead. Who have they got? It was Bob from the Batrider. Disruption though does buy time, but Bob is still gonna drop as now they move in onto Vincenzo. And in fact, I thought they went the wrong way, John, but I think it's a matter of we could take down Bob and Vincenzo and just go right into that mid-tier 1 tower.
They are in position to defend though, but the tower's falling fast.
Zip in, Lelouch, he wants to go right after Marb, but the spear out, they are trying to just lock him down before he gets the boat out. Marb though, he's still alive, he's got the BKB off in time, and now the walls drop. Lelouch though, he's running out of mana on this Storm. That could be problematic. Execration, they can finally turn these team fights around as they've got the Storm down, they've got Force down, but can they get him a second time? Bob looking for that big lasso, and he's gonna get it. No problem. As it seems like Polaris Esports has gone too far this time around. The Deso up on Natsumi makes it a hell of a lot easier to just get rid of that tower. And well, now a fight may break out. Force has moved in with an arena, but Disruption has saved Vincenzo as Xavier is running around in circles, trying to avoid Samael, but is still going to drop this now. Lelouch, he comes in with the double vortex out into the double fire blast. But Marb, he got the BKB in time. You might lose Escort, but you've also lose Force, and now you're going to lose an Ogre. Mavis is to drop to Bob, and Execration are really finding some success in these recent team fights. Yeah, that they will. Into the triangle they go. Marb is going to be around. Lelouch slipping right in on top of that cliff. He has been spotted out though. The arena is down Force. He's caught 2 targets and Samael's already gone. The boat though to fly in does connect onto 2 heroes to boot, but they are not going to go for the fight. Well, it's gone. Be able to avoid the stun. Lasso. Who have they actually caught there with that? It's going to be Force. On that Mars, Force. He'll BKB and run. He'll try to get out of here. His Escort is going to drop on the Darkseer, and somehow Force is still alive. He finally goes down, but Lelouch, what are you doing, sir? That was not the right place to try and TP, but he is still going to zip his way out. At least for now. Problem is Bob is going to follow him down and is going to find the pickup. Maybe a bit of the old misclick here from Lelouch. Samael moving in for more. Natsumi though still hitting very, very hard. He's going to turn back around for the Pango and does get him. In fact, look at this. Look at the side blades. Vincenzo to drop to boot. And now they're just going to turn back around onto Bob, hoping for a little bit more.
But with the AC up on side of Execration and with a Fortify out, they might be able to look for an angle for a fight here.
Oh, absolutely. Force. Oh, nice arena. He's got 2 targets and it's both supports again as Samael is just not going to be able to get that Rolling Thunder off. Disruption was there to save. Samael still trying, but eventually will go down as Marb. He's still going to try and fight, but I don't know how much he can really get done in a 3v5 situation. They are looking for somebody to grab with that lasso from Bob, but it's just not there. Nice smoke broken by Mavis. Firefly will be popped. They might just have to settle though for the Ogre. Or maybe Polaris might fight back. They are in position as Bob. He's gone right into Natsumi. Bob is just going to get blown up. And now the Soulbind holding both of them together as they just cannot roll away. They have lost Escort. They might just lose Samael to boot. And they are going to find nothing here for Execration. As there is only one target left, and that's going to be Mob, who will BKB TP out in front of that mid-tier 1 tower. Just going to kind of stand their ground and wait for a mistake to come out here from Polaris Esports. Lincoln Sphere though on Natsumi might make it a little bit easier, but there's your lasso out. Now they can get through that first line, but no, never mind. They got to dispel Natsumi. He's onto Bob again. Now the Soulbind to lock two of them down, so Natsumi can get right to work, taking down Samael, and they are just cleaning them up. Mob needs to get out. Just runs immediately. As the buybacks are flying out from Execration, but Polaris are already gone. Gotta be careful not to miss time this on the TA. They do zip in. Lelouch, he's going to force the fight into the backside onto Samael, but Disruption will save, at least for now, but not for long. That'll be a dieback. In the meantime, Escort is also going to get taken out. Natsumi is finally going to lose the Aegis, but it's perfect timing for him. Only 5 seconds left. He wanted the reset anyway. Because all lanes are open.
Yep, it's tough. They don't have the back wall. Escort tried to make a play in the back line.
They might just wait for their all 5 heroes to be up to go for that final team fight. So at least the backdoor does kick in, but Polaris does not give a crap about that either. So Execration, ensure that they might be able to defend, but can they really against 5 heroes on top? Lelouch, he's going to go on to Bob, and Bob's he just stands there. He just stood there knowing he was dead. There's your Rolling Thunder out. They're going to try one last time with the vacuum wall to be committed into the normal punch onto Force. But they've already lost Vincenzo, and now Lelouch has been caught, or rather has been gone onto Escort. They do pick up the Darkseer kill. Marv, though, he's still trying onto Xavius, but it's probably not going to amount to anything. Lelouch is happy to keep going to work. And Marv, well, he gets taken out. That'll be a full team wipe. No buybacks left. That'll be GG. Polaris Esports. It was somewhat of a close game, but it always felt like they were in a dominant position, John. And we are in for our final game of the night between Execration and Polaris Esports. Samael and Vincenzo around to support, but the Glyph is going to be out, and well, maybe they can find another. Mavis going to move underneath some vision from the Radiant side, and they will find a second pickup here.
Snowball start for Bob, sir, enabling him by setting up for these kills. Issue is Bob's out of mana. Can't really fight into this room.
Oh, nice
all
cookie
too well.
from Samael onto 2, but the Pulse Nova's just doing so much damage. Still Spear is there, but Bob has gone first. Bob drops before Lelouch does.
They've got their own ward watching that area as well. And Xavius is just kind of playing tag with Bob.
Yeah.
Could land a good stun here.
Oh, Bob. Cops this by Carapace, but the follow-up stun was not there. Not in time from Xavius. Escort did also show up to try and help out. Just being very annoying now towards Execration. Zip in is out. Bob, though, going to be very low on mana as Disruption. And now a 3-man Impel. Going to land on absolutely everyone. But can they at least get Lelouch? Yeah, they can. Scatterblast was going to be enough. It's a 5-man group up from Execration. But it may just pay off as they'll get a second pick off onto Xavius. In fact, the smoke up from Polaris. They run into Samael. They'll be able to find the Snapfire, but a nice cookie TP. No, it's not going to be enough. Lelouch has the Split Earth, and that'll be more than enough to put a stop to all that TP nonsense. In fact, Ping's even out on Bob. He's underneath the Tinker Ward. Oh, look at that, John. The ward ends up paying off later on, as they'll get the Yules off. And Bob has no idea why the ward would be there in the first place. Start on, but Natsumi won't have much of a choice as he does not have a blink up yet. Escort does, however, and that'll allow him to just escape and maybe reinitiate later on, as Natsumi is still charging to try and find a target. He'll eventually run into the Ogre, but he's going to have to move into the high ground to try and make that happen. In fact, never mind. Samael gives him with a cookie. Meanwhile, on the other side, Arena has been dropped, but Disruption will buy Xavius a bit more time to try and make something happen with this Nyx Assassin. In fact, never mind. They don't even need it. Marb's gone. Escort's gone. It's already 4 down, and Samael, he was still spitting fire, but not for long, because he has been caught out by Force. How did Mob just melt, John?
And as we mentioned, BKB on first early on, just allow him to stand in the middle of these fights, making it a lot of work to kill him off. They will find Xavius though.
They do. Xavius locked up, but Spike Carapace actually does delay things, and he's just gonna TP.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Cookie was almost there from Samael. It's Bob. That's a very aggressive zip there from Bob. They're going to try and though go onto the Shadow Demon, but the TPs are here now. Polaris, they'd love another fight, but the TPs are just taking a very long time as Lelouch. He has the Yule Scepter, but who does he want? Wants to try and go after Escort. Looks like they've locked him down. Arena will be out. It's only going to really keep them in as now Bob will move back in. They'll try and burst down Natsumi. They've got him. The Ursa is gone, but can you deal with the Leshrak? It does seem like Marp can, or maybe not. He's been stunned up. Oh, Xavius finds him from the high ground, and Marb was not strength morphing, John. To Samael. He'll be the third casualty for Execration. Execration, they're going to try to be a 4v4 scenario as Bob will zip in with the BKB out. They just want to burst down one immediately, but disruption was there. It will still be Mavis to go down, but Force, he will chase down the opposing supports. On to Vincenzo, they're going now. Natsumi wants to deal with the Storm, but can't. He can't hold on to him, so instead Force will chase down Escort. Oh, Bob? No, he's fine. He's got an Arcane Rune, which is good news.
Natsumi farming very aggressively here.
Right, he's getting even more aggressive, John. On to Samael. That'll be a snapfire dead. They even found the Ogre. Now Vincenzo's gone to boot, so another 2 kills on the support duo. Now, how much more interesting would that Roshan fight have been, John, with a rage time?
Stop. Stop.
Lelouch. Let's find out the Ogre. Still zip forward. Oh, Bob, he's copped the Spike Carapace. Oh, that is unfortunate. You can't forget there is still a Nyx Assassin in the game, and Bob does pay heavily. As that'll be at least a mid-tier 2 tower, but you could also go up high ground, just force the buyback here. And why the hell not? Just pop everything, force him to buy back. Make his life a living hell for this game number 2. Zescon try to go in for the spear back. He is not going to get it. And look at Force. He's right in with the Spirit Siphons. And right back up.
I think for Execration now, we've got to see them execute for a good defense. They will go for a smoke though. Maybe look for a pick off and fight outside.
Lelouch, great target to pick off if they can get him in arena. Spear is there. With the TP's in Natsumi, he might be a little bit too late for that outburst, and he will be. But they fight back though. Natsumi will still just chase down Escort. Meanwhile, Force will move in onto Samael, trying to deal with him. On the other side of things, Bob still trying to make the jump in onto the Shadow Demon, but Natsumi's right behind him with the bash out, but the spear is there from Escort, and it will buy time for Bob to get out. And it's going to be a 2 for 2.
Oh god, Bob.
In fact, Marp, he'll come in for more, but Bob is going to drop around that tier 3 tower as Force just blinks in.
It's Polaris' turn to smoke. They will play from the low ground, but let's see if they find a angle upwards.
Oh, jump in, Xavius. Not going to get a nice Spike Carapace, but it won't matter because they've got the setup. Onto the Ogre and Natsumi. Again, onto that Snapfire. We'll take care of him as now the Hex is there. Escort could not get a BKB off in time, and he's going to drop. 3 down already for Execration with a double damage rune on Natsumi.
Will just fall as Natsumi's working on top by himself. Bob can try to kind of zip in and out. He won't have to watch that Spike Carapace.
Could be the final team fight for Execration if they're not too careful. Bob will zip in. BKB is there, but Natsumi again going to work. Bob's got to be very cautious. The bashes are flying out. Onto the Morphing they go with the Hex out in the Split Earth. They've got him. Marp is controlled up and he is gone. Down for 70 without buyback. Polaris, they'll get right back to the racks. But this should be Megas to come out for Polaris Esports.
Might have been under vision considering the laning wards, but let's see if they find an angle here from Execration.
Jump in. Oh, the spear doesn't land. Mavis, he's going to get the Glimmer Cape off. Escort forced the BKB, but it's a very awkward team fight thus far. Execration just trying to get this Mars out of here, but Natsumi will just chase him down. No buyback available as now you got Lelouch chasing down Marb. Can they catch anyone else? Oh, it doesn't seem like it. Vincenzo is going to be okay. With all the damage, oh, never mind, Lelouch, he's in. No messing around from Polaris. They will clean up another. Oh, Bob, he gets caught. No. Side the Vice is there. Force with a quick reaction. That's going to be another. Bob has buyback. I'm just not sure if it makes a difference at this point. They might just call it.
Yeah, they're holding on for a little bit more. The racks will fall, Megas will be up. Tier 4s are open for the taking here on Polaris. No exorcism left, but they have the edict. Let's make short work here.
Oh, that's a great impale. Xavier's finding 2 targets, and well, now Bob does buy back. I'm not sure why it's so late. They are going to move in one last time, but Natsumi immediately bashing up Samael. And Bob, well, he gets the Nyx Assassin, but it may cost him his 2nd life. He does zip away in time, but no, they're going to dive the fountain. Natsumi's having none of that. An ultra kill out for the Ursa to end off this game. Maybe